everybody, it's Gil. Welcome back to another Tuesday grilling video. And today we're going to actually break down whole filet mignon, or what's called a beef tenderloin filet. We bought the whole thing. It's a lot cheaper to do it this way. See, these were $7.99 a pound. So for 47 bucks, we'll probably end up with 8 or 9 good, nice size, 8 to 10 ounce fillets. It's going to come pre-packaged in this. Now I'm going to open this up, and I am going to go ahead and remove the wrapper, and I'm just going to dab this dry because it'll be easier to cut and trim that way. And since I'm doing this outside, I want to be really cautious I don't let this blow away here. All right, so we do want to dab this off. You'll notice I've just got my paper towel here, and I'm not rubbing it, I'm just dabbing it. And the idea, again, is if this is drier, it's going to be much, much easier to hold on to and clean. I'm just going to pull off some of this lighter fat here. Real easy to come off. It's not very hard. And this is not the silver skin. We're going to get to that in a few minutes. I'm just going to leave all this sitting on the tray here. So we just want to go ahead and pull our fingers into this and break the connective tissue where we see that. And it's going to sort of expose this separate piece here. That we're going to trim off as a separate item. This piece that's kind of a separate cut over here. There we go. All right, now we want to just pull off some of the heavier grizzle. And this one's not bad, actually. You're just taking some of this fat off. Remember, the fat's where a lot of the flavor is. We don't want to pull it all off, but we definitely want to get like this here, where it's a little bit more fatty. I want to pull that off of there real easy. And that's good meat. You can certainly use that if you're going to grind it up, make hamburgers or something like that. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to get this silver skin off of here, and you can really see the color of it. The way we do this is just get a nice sharp knife, put your point right through there, right underneath it, come backwards a little bit here, and then what we want to do is just hold it tight and slide our knife this way along it. The idea is it's almost like filleting a fish. We're going to be pulling this silver skin off, but leaving the majority of the meat on the back side of it. Look at that. So yes, there's a little bit on there, but boy, not much. And then we're going to do the same on this next little section here. So now it's time to just cut this thing up into some steaks. And what we're going to do is we're going to start here with the thin end, and I'm going to go to where that's pretty much consistent size. So let's start with right over here. I'm just going to cut this off of there. And now let's do exactly that. We kind of want to go about two finger width right here for a good size steak. And normally what you would do is you'd probably use this for making like medallions or something like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make, well, I guess it still is a medallion, but small steaks. We have little ones in the family, and quite frankly, I'm trying to cut down on some red meat. So having a steak of this size, about a 4 to 5 incher or 4 to 5 ouncer, perfect. Make it nice and thick. Again, that's a good one. Let me show you what we've got here. I mean, 2, 4, 6. Let's get these into regular sized steaks. So we definitely have 8 good sized steaks. These two could go together. It'd be another really good sized fillet right there. And if I were to do the same here, that would be another, that's about a 10 ouncer right there. Just put 2 side by side right there. Give that thing a cook up. That'll be real nice. So there we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 steaks, about 8 to 10 ounces each, 3 good medallions, and a whole slew of meat that we can use for stew meat or ground meat. With that, let's go ahead and get some of these sealed up, put in the fridge for another day, and we'll get these on the grill. All right, I've got the Blackstone cranked up. I've got them all on low heat, but I have all 4 burners on. I'm gonna close the lid, just let this get nice and hot while I go in and prepare the meat. Just gonna season it with some salt and pepper. I'm gonna bring out some butter because a little bit of butter finish on a steak makes it phenomenal. And we're also gonna go ahead and grill up some cauliflower steaks. All right, so we've got our steaks over here, seasoned with just salt and pepper. That's it. Some people put garlic powder on it, but nice and simple right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of oil on the grill. We're gonna get our cauliflower started first because I have a feeling that's gonna take longer to cook than anything else. Let's just go ahead and get a little oil spread out here. I'm gonna take these cauliflower steaks, just gonna put them right down there on the burner. So I'm gonna crank this side up a little bit. What I wanna do is get that surface nice and hot because I'm gonna put a dome over them and I'm gonna put a little water under it just to let them steam and get softer before we completely grill them. I don't want them to burn on one side. That'll make them nice and softer inside. Not completely soft like boiled, just right. What we want to do, I'm at about 450 degrees on the surface. Let's just lay these guys on here. It's the sound of the gods. That sounds great. Now what we want to do is we want to flip these about every 30 to 45 seconds. And I know a bunch of people say, well, you know, you should only flip a steak once. Maybe that's true of a hamburger on a grill, a gas grill, or a charcoal grill. But on a Blackstone, you want to flip them frequently so they don't stick. And what we're looking for is 135 degrees inside and a nice sear on the outside. And we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of this smoked salt right on top. And as soon as I flip them, I'm gonna go grab a little bit of butter. Steakhouses add butter to the end of it. Let's see how these guys are doing in their centers. 138. That one's still at 120. 135. 124. We're going to remove these guys here. All right, let's open this guy up. Look at those. Nice and tender. It's going to be phenomenal. All right, these are just about done. I'm gonna pull these off in a minute. We're gonna go on in and eat some.